There are certain people in this world who walk through it as if the world itself were a kind of half-lit room. Not dark, not bright, but trembling somewhere in between. And those people, they carry something in them that seems to tilt the balance. You can tell it in their eyes first. Not the color of them, but the way they look at things. They don't just see, they register. They feel the weight of what they see before the mind catches up to it. There's a certain quiver in their silence, a certain way they pause before answering, as though they're listening for something deeper than what's being said. That's what I mean when I say someone's got the shine. It's not a light they make, it's a light they receive, and yet it's theirs all the same. You ever watch the dawn coming slow over a lake? The thin line of gold that spills across the surface before the sun has really shown itself. The shine lives there, not in the glare, not in the full blaze, but in the tremor before it. The shine is what happens when something deep in the human heart rhymes with the first light of morning. It's that brief moment when the world, for all its noise and bruising and failure, still looks possible. Some people have to go looking for it. They hunt for it, through books, through love, through prayer, through the long crawl of getting sober, or through the breaking that comes before surrender. But a few, a rare few, are born with it humming inside them. They don't even know it at first, they just are that way. They see right through the ordinary, not to escape it, but to understand what's hiding there. Caleb's like that. He's got that shine. Now here's the trick. Most of the world doesn't like people who shine. Not really. Oh, they'll praise them for it in passing. They'll say things like, he's a good soul, or she's got a gift. But deep down it unsettles them, because the shine doesn't flatter the world, it exposes it. It's like light leaking under a locked door. It shows the dust, it reveals what's been neglected. It tells the truth without trying to. They want comfort dressed as truth. So the ones who shine often end up walking a narrow path, caught between illumination and loneliness. That's the first cost of the shine. It makes you visible in ways you can't control. Some think the shine means someone is pure, but that's not it. The shine isn't moral, it's existential. It's the mark of someone who's in touch with the living pulse of things. Not because they're untouched by pain, but because they've been touched too deeply. You can't fake that kind of thing. You can study art or theology or quantum theory all you like, but none of it will grant you that pulse. The shine comes from contact, from having looked into the dark and not turned away, from having loved something enough to risk losing it, from having suffered enough to stop lying about what matters. That's where it's born, in the human intersection of wound and wonder. I've seen men try to imitate it. You can tell when it's counterfeit. It looks too steady, too proud of itself. Real shine flickers, it trembles, it's shy. It's alive in that way that makes you lean in and not quite know why. You'll be sitting across the table from someone like Caleb, talking about nothing much, an old song, the weather, how the coffee's gone cold. And then for a moment, something in his tone or his eyes will go still, like the air's changed pressure. Like he's listening to a frequency you can't quite hear. That's the shine. When a man's attention becomes a kind of listening for God. People misunderstand light. They think it's the opposite of dark, but in truth they live in relation. You can't have one without the other. The shine doesn't drive out the dark, it recognizes it, it knows its name. The shine says to the dark, I see you, and still I go on. That's courage, sure, but it's also tenderness. But the shine doesn't conquer, it reconciles. When I think about it, that's why the ones who shine are often drawn to pain. Not because they enjoy it, but because they understand what can come from it. They know that suffering is the price of depth, and that without depth, even love turns into performance. The shine teaches them to stay present through the ache, to let life carve them hollow enough to hold something real. A heart that's never broken can't reflect much light. There's another thing I've noticed: people with the shine are rarely loud. They don't need to be. Their silence carries its own current. You can sit next to them and feel calmer without knowing why. The shine doesn't announce itself, it emanates, like the warmth of a campfire after the flames have gone down, when all that's left are the coals breathing their slow red breath.